what's going on, guys? This is the second part to Narcissu. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that because I suck. But yeah, this is the second part, and this is Squidlin, and we're gonna do this. And this is supposed to be a really sad story. And the first one was already sad, but because I'm just a fool and I can't do this shit for nothing because I'm an awkward penguin. It came out pretty bad, but okay, let's try this again. I'm still sick. I'm gonna go through this and I'm just gonna read through it. I don't know if it's a visual novel or anything else yet, but here we go. Across the hall, facing the nurse station, was a lounge-like place. Left in the unpopulated place were a number of sofas, folding chairs, and a large television. On the 28-inch CRT, a meaningless New Year's program was running. Watching that boring television was an equal bored expression was some girl. She had a small build, and wore pink pajamas. Her wrist had, just like I did, a white bracelet. Sorry. Still suck at reading. Hair that was to her head left an impression. Hey you, isn't that interesting? There wasn't with any particular deep meaning. Since there was no one around, I tried speaking to her profile.
別に
That was all that she replied with. She didn't even turn towards me, even though I had spoken to her. Perhaps she had absolutely no interest in me. She continued to gaze at the television with a bored look. If it's boring, you don't have to watch it. As I thought that, I also sat down in a folding chair. And sitting next to her, I gazed at the television. There was nothing else to do, nothing else I could do. Quietly, we continued to gaze at the television. On the screen were the usual New Year's programs, pathetic impersonations and parlor tricks, occasionally ringing out the host's stupidly high-pitched laugh in the pure white sunlit room, and it dryly reverberated.
ねえあな
Suddenly the girl spoke to me while still gazing at the television.
あなた何回目
Which time does she mean?
ここに7階に来たの
Sorry, I don't understand the meaning of the question.
そう初めてなんだね
It seemed that my inability to understand what she was saying, she had up and gotten satisfied with that judgment.
じゃあ他に誰もいないし私の役目だから
Duty.
そういうルールなの
While nodding, she added that there is a rule for someone to teach people who first come here to the 7th floor. Even now, I understood nothing. I can't speak. And as if ignoring me, the girl slowly began to
そ
speak.
れじゃあよく聞いてね
The girl's words became one and twos. They were sadly different compared to the doctor's speech that I had heard up until coming here. In that the business-like speech from the doctor, it was said that this was a place to await the advancement of medicine. It was also called a place for healing the heart. Most likely, broadly speaking, that was probably correct. However, from what the girl said, that was a facade. The 7th floor was within the hospital, but was the only place that didn't give treatments. Simply a place to wait for the end of life. Fuck, man. I mean, they do have that, but shit. That must suck. Can't do shit. That's what the girl said. That's what I also felt and had the same perception.
私、2回目だ。
Second time? What's that?
ここに来るの。
And the girl taught me. This place called the 7th floor. To be here from the moment of admission all the way until dying. First of all, apparently didn't happen. Even if being cured was impossible, if your health becomes better, then they would allow you to go home once. But after a while, and it turns bad, and once again you come back. Among those comings and going, eventually you die. The place where life ran out. It only differed between home and the 7th floor. Without fail, one would die in either of those. It seemed no one has ever escaped that. It was with that meaning that the girl had meant by saying it was her second time.
じゃあ、一度しか言わないから、ここからはよく聞いて。
Still looking at the dull screen, the girl continued speaking even more. The subject being not about what time and the light would be out, and the normal sort of topics exchanged between admitted patients. She taught me about totally different things. On the third time you are giving a temporary discharge, prepare yourself. There's never a fourth. You won't be going home anymore. If there's a time that you want to run away, go not to Station A, but towards Station B. Don't need anything. That is the shortest path. It will end with the least burden to your family. It was only full of these sorts of topics that gives one pause. Most likely it was something only for the people who came here. Though, just those participants in moving towards death, these were things that have continued to be passed down. Was the duty you mentioned earlier this?
ええ、そうよ。いつかあなたも初めて来た人には伝えてね。
With those final words, the girl slowly stood up gently. Her long hair swayed and brushed the tip of my nose.
じゃあ、検温の時間だから。
And then, just like that, with her back facing me, she began walking towards the hall. I was left alone in that place, with a laughing voice from the screen and the white flowers decorating around the window. In the end, the girl never once looked in my direction. Well, fuck. January 10th, 2005, 7th floor. From then, when a few days have passed, finally the New Year's programs ended, and soon the third term of middle and high school would be starting. Today in the lounge, once more the figures of the girl and I were staring at the television. It's boring, isn't it?
そうね。
The word became back in reply, but both of us were conversing while continuing to gaze at the screen. Hey, is this place always like this?
質問の意味がわからない。
I meant how there's no one around. Nurses, doctors, and add to that helpers. If you take them out then, aside from our own caregivers, I had never seen anyone else. I guess it's because it's the New Year's?
その理由を知りたいの？
No, it's not like I meant that.
じゃあ言わない。
An exchange that wasn't even a conversation. We indifferently exchanged back and forth. A slight breeze came through the window that couldn't open more than 15 centimeters. Occasionally, it would sway the girl's hair in the same way it would sway the white flowers decorated around the windows. The two of us, while watching the boring television, were only spending days past time. Oh, the two of you were in a place like this? Saying that while rushing up was an elderly nurse. I gotta give her a voice. From just glancing at the nurse's station once in a while, this person seemed to be the chief of the 7th floor. So, Setsumi-san, don't you have a fever?
大丈夫。出てない。
Setsumi? Apparently this was a girl's name. You can't be roaming about without permission anymore, okay? Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Alright, everyone's worried.
別にいいよ。
My, what kind of statement is that? Really, girls these days, there's just no helping. And for a while more, the nurse continued scolding. To that, she, the girl called Setsumi, let it go by with an indifferent expression. As if ignoring the somewhat noisy nurse, she continued watching the board screen. Well, later, I'll be coming to take blood samples, alright? With those final words, once again the nurse returned back to the nurse's station. Hey, you. I mean, I can call you Setsumi, right? Wrapped around the girl's wrist was a white rhino bracelet. While looking at the blood type and name there, I asked, dot dot dot, dot dot dot. Is something wrong, Setsumi?
どうして呼び捨てなの？
Oh, why is there no honorific? What?
年下のくせに。
Even though you're the younger one? Go down. Hey, why is it that I'm the younger one? Damn.
別に。そう思っただけ。
Well, fuck, how do I look? Do I look like I'm like 7 years old or what? It wasn't that I was upset at the word younger. It was just no matter how you looked at it, one would believe I was 5 or 6 years old. Well, damn. That was why I took out that license. That's why that was in my chest pocket and showed it to her. How about it? Even though I look like this, I'm 20, you know.
やっぱり年下よ。
Like I thought young. Oh, damn! How old is this lady? With just a glance, the girl gave only that reply. Hey, I don't really get it.
どうでもいいじゃない。少し上なだけよ。
As always, the girl spoke softly with no expression. Those eyes, while looking at the boring television, I felt that they were also looking at some place far away. I mean... I guess I'll go a little longer this episode. I mean... Alright. When the morning temperature taking in, I got into the elevator, trying not to be seen by the nurses. Coming to the first floor, deliberately passing through the entrance for outpatients, and I just kept walking out the hospital. The destination was the place I was taught before, not the nearby A station, but the far station B. It wasn't like I was planning on running away. The 7th floor or home, there was no one who died outside of those two. That's what I heard. It also seemed that the girl called Sesame had also gone many times to Station B. That was why, for no real reason, I simply felt like wanting to go to see that place once. It's not like there's any guards around. Even so, us residents of the 7th floor were different from the other admitted patients. While also thinking about it, but maybe, I continued walking on the streets to the early morning stationery. Glancing at hurrying commuters and people going to school, I slowly moved on at a measured pace. After walking a while, taking about 25 minutes, I finally arrived before the station. In terms of bus stops, it was about 4 distances. Damn. In a way, there's quite a bit of people around. That was the first impression upon seeing Station B. Because my clothes were pajamas, I stood out somewhat. However, it's just like this. I bought a train ticket. I felt good without a single problem go anywhere. Why was I not Station A, but this Station B that was recommended? I don't know. However, if one were planning to run away, I thought it was a simple thing. Certainly the girl was also supposed to have come many times, but why was it that she still remained on the 7th floor even now? I wonder. Early mornings before the station. While watching the people hurry by, suddenly that thought occurred to me. That night, after lights had been turned off, holding onto a book, unable to sleep, I wandered around the ward alone. Normally wandering around after lights would get one scolded badly, but us residents of the 7th floor were given a relatively amount of freedom. With the lights off, the usual lounge was pitch dark. There, I saw her figure. Hey, today, you're looking outside? In the dark room, there was a response, but the face remained looking beyond the window. Immediately, I started talking about what happened during the day. That reminds me, this morning, I went all the way to the station. Just like you had told me, I went to see Station B. But the girl's response was no different from the usual. Because she was supposed to have gone before, I thought that there might have been some kind of reaction, but thinking about that as well as how she remained here, did it mean that she really had no intention of running away?
私、もうすぐ帰れるの。
Yeah? Suddenly the girl opened her mouth. Words as if she had seen clear through my heart just now.
でも、次で3回目だから、もう会えないかもね。
Oh, that's right. Most likely when she said that she would be able to go home, she was talking about a temporary discharge. In this place called the 7th floor, being admitted more than 3 times, it apparently never happened. Especially unlike the elderly, when considering the rate of progression of disease, it was more so for the young patients like us. With that kind of meaning came the words, "We won't meet again."
あなたはどちらを
Choose what?
どっちで死ぬつもりってこと？
Dot, dot, dot. Suddenly hearing the words death, my own words caught just for a moment. Well, I haven't thought about it yet.
そう。まだ1回目だもんね。
The girl spoke in a lonely murmur. Of course I knew, even though I couldn't be here forever. Like everyone else, going in and out the hospital, slowly weakening until someday. In the end, the 7th floors were surrounded by thin smiles. It would come to a choice between the two.
私は家は嫌。だけど、ここも嫌。
And what will you do? Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot.
別にどうもしない。自力で歩けるうちにどこかに行くだけ。
Somewhere, even though it was obvious that if one wanted to run away, one could, this girl still remained on the 7th floor. When I thought about that, do you have some other place to go? Dot, 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 dot.
あなた、
You? What?
私を引き止めたいの？
Huh?
それとも一緒についてきたいの？
Bitch, take me with you. Like, damn, I don't want to be here. I mean, shit. Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that.
じゃあ聞かないで。
Oh, shit. Okay. While gazing out the window, the girl spoke indifferently, as always. It had been a conversation where she still did not even look in my direction. However, just that time, I saw her usual expressionless profile seem sad. I want to see how she fucking looks. Like, damn, do we have to wait? Thought that the third temporary discharge would be the last, the first time I've come to a first one, and then a girl who would soon face her second time. For me, I still couldn't really feel the things that were happening in reality, but someday would I also come to make such a face. I think I'm gonna end it here, guys. Thank you for watching. Leave a like. Subscribe. That'd be awesome. And I'll see you next time.